Representation as reality. This is the chapter we are reading from Media Control by Noam Chomsky. It's also necessary to completely falsify history. That's another way to overcome these sickly inhibitions, to make it look as if when we attack and destroy somebody, we are really protecting and defending ourselves against major aggressors and monsters and so on. There has been a huge effort since the Vietnam War to reconstruct the history of that. Too many people began to understand what was really going on, including plenty of soldiers and a lot of young people who were involved with the peace movement and others. That was bad. It was necessary to rearrange those bad thoughts and to restore some form of sanity, namely a recognition that whatever we do is noble and right. If we are bombing South Vietnam, that's because we are bombing. That's because we are defending South Vietnam against somebody, namely the South Vietnamese, since nobody else was there. It's what the Kennedy intellectuals called defense against internal aggression in South Vietnam. That was the phrase used by Adlai Stevenson and others. It was necessary to make that official and well understood picture. That's worked pretty well. When you have total control over the media and the educational system and scholarship is conformist, you can get the across. One indication of it was revealed in a study done at the University of Massachusetts on attitudes towards the current Gulf crisis, a study of beliefs and attitudes in television watching. One of the questions asked in that study was how many Vietnamese casualties would you estimate that there were during the Vietnam War? The average response on the part of Americans today is around 100,000. The official figure is about 2 million. The actual figure is probably 3 to 4 million. The people who conducted the study raised an appropriate question. What would we think about German political culture if, when you asked people today how many Jews died in the Holocaust, they estimated about 300,000? What would that tell us about German political culture? They leave the question unanswered, but you can pursue it. What does it tell us about our culture? It tells us quite a bit. It is necessary to overcome the sickly inhibitions against the use of military force and other democratic deviations. In this particular case it worked. This is true on every topic. Pick the topic you like: the Middle East, international terrorism, Central America, whatever it is. The picture of the world that's presented to the public has only the remotest relation to reality. The truth of the matter is buried under edifice after edifice of lies upon lies. It's all been a marvelous success from the point of view in deterring the threat of democracy achieved under conditions of freedom, which is extremely interesting. It's not like a totalitarian state where it's done by force. These achievements are under conditions of freedom. If we want to understand our own society, we will have to think about these facts. They're important facts, important for those who care about what kind of society they live in.